you're watching The Buck Stops Here. On the program today, 60 minutes of Politics Unlimited, and we're looking at the flop show for Mamta Banerjee and Anna Hazare's rally in Delhi as Anna Hazare fails to show up. Mamta Banerjee, speaking later, said, "Anna invited me to Delhi, so I came." Anna Hazare said he was not well. The question is, now what happens to Mamta Banerjee and other regional leaders' national plans? Mamta Banerjee is saying she will ally neither with the Congress nor the BJP. But our big debate on The Buck Stops Here. All talks of a federal front. Will they end up in a failed front? Can the regional rap turn into a national song? Or, in the age of coalition politics, are regional satraps simply political freelancers? That'll be our big debate on the program tonight. Also coming up later in the program, our special election segment, Chai Stop, where we bring you the voices of the people on the key issues in front of the country. And on the program, Chai Stop today, we'll be asking whether cricket nationalism is crossing a boundary with punishing Kashmiri students for cheering on the Pakistan cricket team.
This is the freedom of speech. Like they are supporting, if for example Afridi is playing good, he's playing well, they are supporting Afridi. That's it.
पैट्रियटिज्म की तो डेफिनेशन ही बदल गई है कि आज के ज़माने में वही करना पड़ेगा जो गवर्नमेंट बोलेगी, और ये एक तरह से बहुत ही गलत हो रहा है। बिकॉज अगर मैं मुझे राहत फतेह अली खान के गाने पसंद है तो मुझे लता मंगेशकर को ही सुनना पड़ेगा.
So with Anna Hazare's no-show at the much-hyped Mamta Banerjee Anna Hazare joint rally, let's go straight to our bigger debate on The Buck Stops Here tonight. We're asking whether regional parties can go national, or whether the federal front, no matter in what form, no matter in what permutation combination, is already a failed front. Let's introduce our panel this evening. Joining us from the Trinamool Congress, Derek O'Brien, its senior leader and its prominent face on television. Also joining us from Bhubaneswar tonight, Panda, as everybody's guessing which way Naveen Patnaik is going to go. Naveen Patnaik did not show up at the meet that was initiated by the left to create a non-Congress, non-BJP front. Also joining us now freshly with the RLD, Amar Singh. Amar Singh, of course, was with the Samajwadi Party. Then they parted ways, and now he is swearing loyalty by Ajit Singh. We're also joined from the Samajwadi Party, the party that Amar Singh used to be with. This can all get a little confusing. Gaurav Bhatia, he's the senior leader with the Samajwadi Party, again one of its prominent faces on television. Tavleen Singh, one of our best-known commentators and authors, joins me to make sense of the party hoppers that the regional parties often end up being. And with me in the studio, Sunil Alag, he's of course an independent strategy consultant, and somebody who is representing Anna Hazare's point of view on the program today and will tell us exactly what went wrong, Sunita Godara. Let me start with you, Derek. This was meant to be a big moment for Mamta Di. It was meant to be Mamta going national, Trinamool going national. She was meant to be standing side by side with Anna Hazare, drawing a certain kind of anti-corruption credibility from that. Would you concede it ended up being a flop show?
See, Barkha, we made some commitments about attending this rally at the Ram Leela ground. At the invitation of Anna ji, Mamta Di came to Delhi, and our side of the commitment was she'd be at the rally and she'll address the rally.
Okay.
He's a senior gentleman and we have the full respect for him. So our news is that he was unwell maybe, or for whatever reason. But Mamta Di is a positive thinking lady.
So she's not angry.
And a positive thinking leader. So not at all. Not at all.
But isn't it embarrassing? Isn't it embarrassing that at a time when Mamta Di and Jayalalitha are in touch, at a time when there's all talk of regional parties holding the keys to the kingdom, you arrive in Delhi and you can't gather a crowd?
No question of being embarrassed. I think the reality is that Mamta Di came back to her residence and then addressed a press conference, and she was asked the same question which you just asked me.
And
there's no question of being embarrassed. We fought a long battle for 35 years against the communists. So we know what's a bad day in the office. We know what's a tough day in the office. The Trinamool for the last 5-6 elections have been going at it alone. Akla cholo re.
Okay, we'll
so
get...
maybe after today,
yeah,
that actually the positive in this, the positive in this is that reaffirms our faith in Akla Cholore.
All right, given the checkered history, Derek, we are going to discuss because Mamata Banerjee has been with both the NDA and the UPA at different points. Now you're saying she wants to go it alone. But let's just first get Sunita Godara's perspective. What happened? Anna Hazare had given his blessings, as it were, to Mamata Banerjee, the only politician he did this with. Then Mamata stands there, she stands there alone. Anna just doesn't show up. Has he changed his mind about Mamata Banerjee? Has he changed his mind about endorsing any one particular party?
See, first of all, when we met Annaji today, he's saying that this Anna called this rally. We did not get any message. I think this was organized by Santosh Bharti, and he must have given this impression to TMC that Anna is calling. All the volunteers, Anna volunteers, they did not know that we knew that this is TMC rally, and TMC people knew that this is Anna's rally. So there was a bit confusion, and maybe this confusion created by Santosh Bharti. So TMC volunteers were also, they did not turn up in that number, and Anna volunteers were also confused.
So
now,
because of this confusion,
this
you're
is
saying there was
reason
no
of
crowd.
whose rally was this?
So you don't know whose rally it was?
Yeah.
Okay.
When we met Annaji, and we asked, he was really unwell. He had congestion, he had sore throat, and in the afternoon when he was supposed to go there by say 12 or so, his eyes was watering, and he took medicine. Then he said, I have come here not to do any campaign for any party, I have come here to give message to the public. And with Mamta ji, he's always said that she is the good candidate.
So are you saying that because there was no public, he didn't go? Because his aim was to give message to the public.
He was unwell, and even if he was unwell, and there were 1 lakh people or say 50,000 people,
yes.
You know, Anna ji,
he would have gone there.
He would have gone, but
because there were no 50,000 people, he didn't go.
First of all, when he wants to give message to public, now he's going to give message to public, and when he's unwell, and if there are no people, so getting more worse, and his health is very risky.
Did he get a sore throat because he met Kejriwal? Because Kejriwal's been coughing a lot.
No, not that. He has congestion, and that was since yesterday.
Let's move on to the big picture. What we're hearing here is that Anna was unwell, and also his aim was to give a message to the people. There were no people. There was confusion. Whose rally was it? Trinamool's, Anna's. The big question is this. Has this song, in a sense, fallen on deaf ears? The regional rap attempting to go national. Let's get Amar Singh in. Amar Singh, you're today representing a regional party, the RLD. Before that, you were with the regional party, the Samajwadi Party. The problem with regional leaders is that they are suffering from a credibility crisis, from a crisis of no consistency. Let me read out to you some things that you have said in the past. You know all of these. Your memory is better than mine. Talking about Sonia Gandhi, you have attacked her foreign origins. You have called her style of working despotic. You have said she wanted to be prime minister, that she had a dual personality. She had forgotten that her husband had been killed by somebody in her government, namely the DMK. These are your comments. Then you used to say Akhilesh Yadav is like your son. Later you said Mulayam Singh Yadav is jealous of all the attention that I am getting, Amar Singh am getting. How do we make sense of Amar Singh's contradictions, and are these contradictions plaguing every regional party and every regional leader today?
See, how do you explain Mulayam Singh ji holding a press conference with Mamata Banerjee, and within half an hour he is changing it?
Yeah.
At least my statements have not changed that rapidly. I am not blaming Mulayam Singh ji, or for that matter any politician. And so far as Ajit Singh is concerned, to blame Chaudhry Ajit Singh for shifting alliances is not correct. Because even as you have rightly mentioned, Mamata ji was also with UPA and with NDA both. Nitish Kumar ji up till recently was with BJP, and now he has become a member of Secular Brigade. Ram Vilas Paswan resigned from the cabinet in protest against Narendra Modi, and now he is siding with Narendra Modi ji. So one thing is absolutely clear, that for the sake of existence, there is a struggle, and for the survival, whenever is a necessity, is being done. And to say that only regional parties are compromising is not correct. Even national parties are compelled to compromise. For instance, A. Raja, he was Minister of State with Sushma Swaraj ji, and he was a Cabinet Minister with Manmohan Singh ji also. So to say that the compromise is done only by the regional players, by Mulayam Singh ji, by Mamata Banerjee, by Naveen Patnaik, by Nitish is absolutely incorrect.
But do you stand
Even
by the comments? But do you
if-
stand by your earlier comments on Sonia Gandhi? Because RLD today is still a supporter of the Congress. We don't know for how long, an ally of the Congress. Do you still think Sonia Gandhi is despotic? Do you still think Sonia Gandhi has a dual personality? Do you still think Akhilesh Yadav is like your son?
I still think that Akhilesh Yadav is my son. I can change anything, but I cannot change my history. He still calls me uncle. I still call him my son, just like my son.
And what about
so
Sonia Gandhi?
Cannot be changed and,
and
must
what
not
about
be
Sonia Gandhi?
No,
What about Sonia Gandhi?
Much before I joined RLD, I went to Raebareli and made a public apology. I had no intention of joining RLD. And she was very kind to me during my hour of distress. And when I was instrumental in saving Indo-US nuclear deal, and I was very much relevant in Samajwadi Party. Forget about yourselves, Barkha. Fortunately, you were there on that table when Prime Minister came and sat with me. I was not sitting with Prime Minister. I was not sitting on the place. It was allotted to me. I was sitting far in a far-flung corner table.
Okay.
Prime Minister left everything and it came, and you were there, Barkha. Please listen to me. You endorse whether you came on that table or not. And you asked Prime Minister, why are you here? The Prime Minister of India said, because Amar Singh is nationalist and is my friend. So you told me that you never told me. I said, how can I drop Prime Minister's name? That is my friend. Now he is saying he is my friend. I can't deny that.
Okay.
So will you say that he is also shifted his stand?
Here's the
Barkha,
question.
please.
Here's the question, Amar Singh ji. Yeah, I remember that dinner. I remember that every single...
Am I lying? Am I lying? You are not around?
No, but I was there. I'm saying I was there. I was covering that dinner as a reporter. Of course, I remember that dinner. But the larger question is, all of you keep changing your statements. Some of you change parties. Some of you change statements. Before I go back to the Samajwadi Party and the Trinamool, and Jay is also with us from the BJD, Tavleen, make sense of what's happening. Should regional parties, should regional leaders be taken seriously?
Well, you have to take them seriously if they can win their states. So it really depends on that and on nothing else. The smaller players, I don't think are relevant because, and they can just wander about wherever they want to go. I'm very fond of Amar Singh, but you can't take anyone seriously if they keep switching parties and statements and all that sort of thing. But if Mamata can win West Bengal, you have to take her seriously. If Naveen Patnaik can win Orissa, then he is serious. So, but I actually have something else to say. This is too much like a movie we've seen before. And I'm not sure they're having much credibility left with the voting public. So I actually think what they need to worry about is that however well they do in their states, they may not do that well in the Lok Sabha because it's a movie that everyone's seen before.
I think that's well put. Let's get responses from Derek, Gaurav and Jay Panda. Derek, let me start with you. We all remember that moment when Mamata Banerjee and Mulayam Singh Yadav came together for a brief moment, a tantalizing moment when they were trying to decide who should be the next president. And then Mulayam Singh Yadav pretty much ditched Mamata Banerjee at the altar. Could they do business again? Could they in this scenario do business again, your party and Samajwadi Party?
I think there are two very interesting points with Tavleen Singh made, and I'm clubbing that with your question.
Yeah.
The first is, she makes a good point that if you win your states and come to Delhi with a large number of seats, then you can walk the talk. So the first thing to do is to do some good development in your state, whether it's Tamil Nadu, whether it's Orissa, whether it's Bengal, and then bring those seats to Delhi. And then you will be taken seriously.
But
you
why
have
weren't
to
you
be
taken seriously at your rally today? Why were you? You came to Delhi, you have a popular chief minister. She was not taken seriously by the people of Delhi today.
Mamata Banerjee has addressed rallies of 20 lakh, 15 lakh, 10 lakh. To be very frank, if you want to make the discussion about today's rally, in fact, the lady from Anna's team also said that he wasn't well and he didn't come, which is fair enough. And to be very frank, and I'm the first person to admit, Delhi and its neighborhood on a working day is perhaps not the that's a learning for us.
Okay.
And we don't have this huge we could have got 20,000 people across from Bengal or Jharkhand. We didn't.
So can you
I
do
think
business?
today's the learning experience.
What is the federal front?
One sec, Barkha, the bigger picture.
Yeah, the bigger picture.
The bigger picture,
yeah.
Since that's, I'm again going back to the good point raised by Tavleen ji. The federal front becomes effective if there are 100 seats thereabouts between 3 and 4 people. Then you have a situation where the Congress is in bad double figures, where the BJP is in the 160s or 170s.
Yeah.
This number of 100, 120, and it's not about only numbers, it's on the few common issues. So at this, if you looked at what Mamta Di said about Jayalalitha, her telephone call back to Mamta Di, if you look at the opinion polls and how they're talking about 30 plus seats to lots of parties. So please do not dismiss the federal front. However, I will concede.
Yes.
This third front, the third front with the commies in it, we've been saying from day one, it's a tired front, it's a retired front, because every time there's election season, the Communist General Secretary,
So you're drawing a distinction between the Third Front initiative of the left and the Federal Front initiative of other regional leaders like Mayawati, Jayalalitha, Mamta Banerjee. Very interesting. Let's get Jay Panda and Gaurav Bhatia in. Jay Panda, what's very interesting about Naveen Patnaik, your party leader, he is somebody who's of course successful in his state like many of these regional leaders, but he did not show up. He did not show up for that meeting called by the left parties, even though in the last election there was a joint rally between Naveen Patnaik, the left, and Sharad Pawar, interestingly joining on the telephone line. Which way is Naveen going to go? Are you taking the federal front seriously this time, Jay?
Barkha, first of all, I'd like to point out that whether you talk of a federal front or you talk of a third front, the essential commonality is that these are formations of regional parties which want to provide an alternative to either a BJP-led or a Congress-led government. And this idea has enormous support in large parts of the country, with hundreds of millions of people supporting it.
Okay.
Of course, it is true that there are elements within these formations which are opposed to each other. As you've just now heard Derek talking about the left, they are opposed to each other. But you must also understand that within the coalitions that have existed, which are either led by the BJP or the Congress, there are also elements which do not support each other. They support the common idea of a government. So I think we should understand that the idea is bigger than
leadership? What does that do to leadership? Because Narendra Modi, for example, said that if you look at the third front, it's just a bunch of former prime ministers or aspiring prime ministers.
Look, if you look at either the BJP or the Congress, it is very easy to figure out that they also have factions, they also have groups. It is just that they are a group that is being managed. Any government that comes into power after these elections will be a coalition government.
So which way will Naveen Patnaik go? Which way will Naveen Patnaik go? Which way will Naveen Patnaik go?
Naveen Patnaik has made it clear that the Biju Janata Dal is equidistant from both the Congress and the BJP and would look at other alternatives. Now the other alternatives are all works in progress.
Okay.
So to diss them because something has not fructified so far, I think is not rational. And I think it is completely normal to expect that something could come together even after elections. It all depends on the numbers.
So work in progress. Should a work in progress be taken seriously? What about the ideological inconsistency? I think Tavleen makes that point about Amar saying that you can't keep changing your statements. Gaurav Bhatia, Mulayam Singh Yadav also stands accused of the same contradiction. Your party leaders show up for that initiative taken by the left parties for the third front, but you refuse to actually field candidates against Rahul Gandhi and Sonia Gandhi in Uttar Pradesh. So this is very, very strange, because on one hand you have this third front saying we're equidistant from Congress and BJP. You show up for that meeting, but you don't want to go against the Gandhis.
Barkha, I think to understand the things in the right perspective, it is important that a federal front should have at least two things which are very important. One is a common minimum program where all the parties come together and they agree on certain important national issues. And second is that the nation is looking for stability. Now they need to have the right numbers on their side.
But you haven't answered my question. Why are you not? How can you be part of the third front if you don't want to field a candidate against the Gandhi family?
No, I'm answering that. The parties that you are referring to do not have a substantial presence in the state of UP. The politics of UP, it is a large state, is a little different from, the other states. Now, if the Samajwadi Party will take a call on whether to field the candidates against certain
But Akhilesh Yadav has said they will not be fielded. He's already said so. He's already said they will not be fielded.
I will only say this, Barkha, that the final decision, even Mr. Akhilesh Yadav said, would be taken by Mr. Mulayam Singh Yadav.
Okay.
Whether to field or not to field the candidates against them.
Okay.
But I think it is very important that you said that, there is a credibility crisis when it comes to regional parties.
Yeah.
I would just request you to look in the past, and there would be many turns even by the national parties. The UPA, the Congress and the BJP have also been, taking contradictory stands. Sometimes for regional parties also, talking about the Samajwadi Party, we had a different stand in relation to the Indo-US nuclear deal. But then certain important, relevant facts were placed before the party leadership.
No, but it's very difficult.
And the
it's
party
very
then
difficult.
decided
It's
that
very
in
difficult.
national interest, you need to
okay,
take your,
but it's very difficult to understand.
differently.
It's very difficult to understand why the same Ram Vilas Paswan, who one day calls the BJP Bharat a Jalao party, is the next day singing its praises, or Amar Singh Ji, who one day says that Sonia Gandhi is despotic, now thinks that she is somebody to be looked up to. So before I put that to Amar Singh, I want Tavleen and Sunil Alak to come in. Sunil, go ahead with your thoughts. Can regional parties lead India?
See,
they're obviously here to stay. They're obviously part of the game. They're obviously a very important check and balance in our larger system. And in the age of coalition politics, it can't be ignored. But can they go national?
I have a problem with them going national. They're very big in their own states. There are three ladies. There's Mayawati, there's Mamta, there's Jayalalitha.
Yeah.
What is the strong difference? You think Mamta can ever go and win a seat in UP? Do you think Jayalalitha can ever go and win a seat in Bengal? One second.
Incorrect.
Yeah, I didn't interrupt you.
Factually incorrect.
Derek, okay, you won one seat.
I have to correct you, Sunil. You're factually incorrect.
How many seats did you win out of 18? One or two? How does that matter?
Sunil.
Come on, yaar, I'm generalizing.
Clarify, then you can continue. Fact check. Check.
Okay, how many seats did you win in UP? How many seats did Trinamool win in UP?
I'm answering your question. That's why I'm saying.
How many?
We fought 8 seats. We won 1 seat.
Well done. Well done. I am making a general statement. I'm not making a correct. I'm not getting into details. Look, there's a problem in UP, which is a.
Let's talk details, talk Manipur.
Derek, can I just finish? UP, there's a social problem.
No, you please finish, Sunil. Sunil, you finished, but get the facts right. That's all.
Okay, you won 1 seat. Congratulations. Now can I continue?
Thank you.
You won 1 out of 80 seats.
Well
done.
Finish.
Okay, now let me finish the UP bit.
We won 7 in Manipur.
We are not
in Manipur. 5 in Arunachal. 5 in Arunachal.
Well
1
done.
in Assam.
Oh God, yeah. I mean, we are discussing.
Don't be so condescending.
What is my question? Can Mayawati win in UP and Bengal? Can Mamta go and win in UP? Can Jayalalitha come to Bengal? I'm not discussing Manipur. I'm not discussing Assam. Will you please understand the question? Now let me speak without your interruption, Derek.
Okay.
I didn't interrupt you.
You made a statement.
Now, man, you don't let me make a point.
Because I was factually right.
So, okay, Derek, give me half a second.
Because I was factually right.
Okay, look, as far as I'm concerned, look, in Bengal, anyone who comes in diamonds and whatever else, I've lived in Bengal all my life.
Yeah.
They do not like a show of wealth. Okay, the average Bengali.
Yeah.
That's why Mamta wins there. Mayawati is a very different person. She's an Eva Peron.
Kind of
Derek, will you keep quiet?
What? No, I will not. You cannot talk nonsense like this on television.
Okay, 1 minute.
You cannot talk nonsense like this.
1 minute. He's
Talk
actually
about the development which is happening in Bengal. You have lived in Bengal.
They don't
Big deal.
appreciate ostentatiousness.
Okay, I think Gaurav is also trying to speak. If we can get
Talk
him in
about
also.
the development in Bengal.
Okay, 1 minute.
You left Bengal.
Let's not lose our tempers here. There's a larger point. What is your larger point?
My larger point is that none of these ladies, as far as I'm concerned, can go into these other states and make a difference.
You're saying they can't do well in the other terrains of their competitors.
They cannot make a difference in these big states. Okay. And therefore, for them to get in, as far as I'm concerned,
can I just make a point?
There are 3 versions of Durga.
Huh.
One is a Saraswati, one is a Kali, and one, as far as I am concerned, is a Lakshmi. As far as they are concerned, they are all forms of Durga, yes, but they are so violently different in terms of what they do.
You're
they
saying
are
they
different
can't
kinds
work
of
together.
goddesses.
You're saying
and
they
you
can't
get them
work
to work together.
Okay.
My God, I'd really like to put all
So-
three into a room and let's see what happens.
So can the pantheon, to borrow, since we're staying with goddesses and themes of goddesses, can a pantheon run India? Tavleen, let's bring you in, and I promise I'll come back to Gaurav and Derek and Jay. Tavleen, when you said you know you're very fond of Amar Singh, but when people keep changing their statements, you have a problem with that. What has Amar Singh said today that surprises you?
Nothing. But what I am very curious about is that do they really believe that they're going to form this front without the Congress party and without the left?
Yeah.
And at which point do they come together?
Yeah.
Because all form, none of them, no polls, and not even if you add up all their seats, and if they win all of them together, can they form a government in Delhi? So which is the party that this new federal front is going to rely on to form the government? And that's where your ideological problems come in. Because the Biju Janata Dal will not go with Congress, cannot.
Yeah.
And, you know, there are parties in, the TMC cannot go with the communists.
Yeah.
So, you know, are we talking about something that is impossible, that's never going to happen?
Amar Singh ji, is the third front or the federal front an impossibility? Where will your party go? Because Ajit Singh is famous for also shifting alliances, shifting parties.
Well, let me answer coolly.
Yeah.
They'll go with the BJP if they get over 220.
Tavleen says you'll go with the BJP. No. Amar Singh ji, Tavleen.
No, let me, please don't butt me.
Modi will become a secular leader after 220.
No, let me speak. I have not interrupted anybody. Please, with folded hand, I don't want to. If my dear friend, beloved friend Sharad Pawar, who left Congress on the issue of foreign origin, and he kept serving UPA led by Sonia Gandhi, and he is still in alliance with UPA led by Srimati Sonia Gandhi. Anything is possible.
Yeah.
So in politics, nothing is impossible. And so far as my contradiction is concerned,
yes,
I was in a party, I was a spokesman of that party, I spoke my party's point of view, and I accept my earlier judgments at various points were wrong. And in politics, you should not be personally against any senior leader, whether it is Srimati Sonia Gandhi or Right Honorable L.K. Advani or Mr. Narendra Modi. And I appreciate Rahul Gandhi when he snubs Salman Khurshid for calling Modi impotent, or for that matter, he snubs Mani Shankar Iyer for calling Modi a chai wala.
So are you saying...
We are not in gang war.
But
listen to me, Barkha, please. Okay. To err is human, to accept your own error is divine. I am accepting my error. I am holding my ears. I with folded hand. Any problem? What will you say now?
No, I am
sorry for my statement made against any senior leader. Whether
I am only asking you which way
it is Lalu Yadav.
I am only asking you which way will Ajit Singh go. I was only going to ask you that. Where is Ajit Singh going to go?
Please ask Congress and UPA. They don't have any doubt about his integrity. They have given ISI certificate of credibility and secularism by stitching an alliance. RLD Congress Alliance it is called. If it is RLD Congress Alliance, it is declared, it is settled that where Mr. Ajit Singh will go. And Congress is not a easy party, it is very structured party.
Okay, you're saying...
And they don't do anything easily. After due deliberation, after lot of discussion, after core committee, after
okay, so you're saying he's going to stay with the Congress.
State observer.
Okay, Sunil Alak has a question for you and then I have to get last comments.
No,
Sunil Alak has a question for Amar Singh. Yeah.
Not only for Amar Singh, I think I want to ask one general question. When you have a common minimum program of parties of this nature,
yes,
you will get the lowest common denominator. For instance, if Jayalalitha says we should have no relationship with Sri Lanka, so that goes out and we are going to have no neighbors, how will this party work when they have such diametric views?
I'll tell you.
Okay.
Man, Derek has to interrupt me. Yeah. Whenever I speak, Derek has a view. Nobody else other than Derek. Now, Derek, you go ahead and speak. She's asked me a question. You give me the answer. I'll wait for your answer. Please do it. I'll interrupt you saying that's not my view.
Okay,
come on, yeah, Derek. Give
okay, come on, let's get serious.
Yeah.
Let's get serious. Quick last comments. Let's start with you, Derek, and then Jay.
Since you've been so generous, Sunil.
Go ahead.
my understanding is that the BJP are not sending their spokespersons onto NDTV. But the surrogate spokesperson is doing a very good job for the BJP. So congratulations.
Where is BJP coming to this? We haven't
but
discussed.
that has nothing to do with what he said.
Nothing at all. We haven't discussed BJP at all.
On the lack of ideological
cohesion. You are coming with a pre-confirmed opinion of everything here.
Okay.
This is the truth, Barkha.
Yes.
All the talk, all the big talk has to wait till May the 16th.
Of course.
Okay.
Let those results come out.
Yeah.
Take a look at the number of seats won by these regional parties who've done good work, like the BJD, like AIADMK, DMK, Trinamool Congress, and so many other parties.
Okay.
And I think if that number, as we expect it to be, is in excess around about 120, then this will be the driver. This will be the engine.
But who will be in the driver's seat?
And then I will ask.
But who will be in the driver's seat? Who will be in the driver's seat?
I will tell you.
Yes.
I will tell you 2 points.
Yes.
The engine will be the federal
Exactly.
front.
Yeah.
And there are people like Mamta who said she's comfortable working with Jayalalitha as the Prime Minister.
You will need 160 seats.
As the Prime Minister.
Derek, you will need 160 seats.
Governance
above 120.
Governance and leadership is not the prerogative of the Congress and the BJP.
Yeah, okay. Gaurav Bhatia, 30 seconds, and then Jai Panda. I have to end then. Gaurav, come on.
Yeah, Barkha, Mr. Alag made a very pertinent point, but I would like to just say that all the regional parties together understand that there are issues of the state and of national importance also, which are ignored by the larger players, the national parties.
Every team needs a captain.
If I may say so, Mr. Derek O'Brien answered it very well that we should wait for 16th of May.
So right now there's no captain. Jay, is that a problem?
Of the leader of a party.
Okay, Jay, is that a problem? There is no captain of the team. Sorry, Amar Singh ji, what are you saying? Amar Singh ji.
Let there be struggle for existence, and let there be survival of the fittest. Anybody will get maximum number, he will be the captain. If Mulayam Singh ji will get 40, he will be captain. If Jayalalitha will get 40, she will become captain.
As well as acceptability,
if Mamta ji will get 40, she will become captain.
Even acceptability.
So let there be struggle for existence and survival of the fittest.
Survival of the fittest. We're back to Darwin. But you know, even the fittest needs sometimes a leader. Jai Panda, is there a leadership problem apart from an ideological inconsistency?
Let me put this in the context of a party, my party, which never interrupts parliament proceedings, and neither do we disrupt TV panel discussions. We believe in letting our work speak for itself, and we know how to work with other parties as well. And that's the crux of the answer to your question. Whoever be the captain, it will be a disparate government, whether it is led by the BJP or the Congress or by a third front. It will indeed involve these contradictory parties, and it will require skills to manage them. And you know, it's very easy to say that only if you have a pre-declared captain can you manage them, and if you have it otherwise you can't manage them. I don't think that's correct.
All right, the questions will only get answered, I think, after the 16th of May. We leave it there. Sunita Godara, Sunil Alag, Thakur Amar Singh, Tavleen Singh, Derek O'Brien, Jai Panda, and Gaurav Bhatia. Thank you so much for joining us on the Buck Stops here. Time now for our special segment, Chai Stop, where we bring you the voices of the people on a key issue of the day over a cup of tea. Today, we're looking at the recent controversy of Kashmiri students backing Pakistan in an India-Pakistan cricket match. The BJP and the Congress have taken completely different positions on whether they should be facing sedition charges. And on Chai Stop today, we're asking whether this is cricket nationalism crossing a boundary.
Here he goes. This was the winning shot. He knew that he got it.
हम पाकिस्तान टीम को सपोर्ट नहीं, हम दोनों को सपोर्ट करे थे. जो परफॉर्मेंस अच्छा दे रहा था, क्रिकेट एक ऐसी गेम है कि जो खेलेगा उसी की तरफ सपोर्ट हो जाएगा.
Anybody sitting in this country uses such seditious slogans and says Pakistan Zindabad must be charged with sedition and tried.
by locking people up in jail, you're not going to suppress their thoughts. I don't think it is seditious to support any cricket team of your choice.
On Chai Stop today, the recent controversy where we saw Kashmiri students being punished for cheering on the Pakistan cricket team. After an outrage, of course, sedition charges against these students have been dropped, but an internal probe is on. The question we're asking people here at this dhaba of Delhi is whether there is such a thing as taking cricket nationalism too far. Is it the students who crossed a line, or is it cricket nationalism that's crossed a boundary? Let's hear from people here. What do you think? आपको क्या लगता है कि ये जिस तरह की action, पहले sedition charges लगाए गए, उसके बाद वो तो drop हो गए, but still we don't know whether these students will be able to go back to their university or not. Chai लीजिए ना. What do you think?
I think there's absolutely nothing wrong in cheering Pakistani team. After all, it's just a game. So I have many friends of mine who cheer for Australian team. Even they, when they play against Australia, India, so they cheer for Australia. So will you put sedition charge on them also?
So people are saying that, look, after all, there could be an Indian who cheers for Australia, to which, of course, you have many people who are saying Australia is not Pakistan. India has a very fragile relationship with Pakistan. There has been 26/11. There have been wars between both countries. What do you think? Do you think that when these students from Kashmir were actually on PM scholarship, studying in another part of the country, they should have been sensitive to the mood there?
So this is a game of cricket. Everyone has own freedom of speech, as we live in a democratic country. So if we are supporting any other team, if we are not propagating democracy, if sedition charges are put on those students, it's putting their career on stake. This is not democracy.
But you know, the criticism has been that Pakistan is not any other country. India and Pakistan have fought wars. There has been 26/11. There has been an import of terror. My question to you is this, that do you feel that the Kashmiri students who were, after all, in an environment where the other students felt very strongly, उनका झगड़ा होने वाला था, उनको क्या थोड़ा sensitive रहना चाहिए था?
No, this is the freedom of speech. Like they are supporting, if for example Afridi is playing good, he's playing well, they are supporting Afridi. That's it.
So you're saying this is not about which country you're aligned with?
This is a game. This is not politics.
It's about the game. Yeah. Let me ask you. You remember that time there was in Chennai when the whole stadium gave a standing ovation to Pakistan, and they were, their sporting spirit was applauded. Do you think this is like that, like you're hearing from young people here saying it's about the game, or do you think it's very upsetting for Indians when anybody cheers Pakistan?
Actually, मैं क्या सोचता हूँ कि people should support for Pakistan because it's about the game, it's about the cricketer, it's about the sports, how well a player can play the game. So actually, we should support Pakistan team. There's
nothing wrong with it. आपसे पूछती हूँ, पता नहीं आप लोगों ने सुना होगा या नहीं, हाल में अभी मेरठ में झगड़ा होने वाला था क्योंकि इंडिया पाकिस्तान का मैच चल रहा था और कश्मीर के कुछ स्टूडेंट्स ने पाकिस्तान टीम के लिए चेयर किया और उनको कहा गया कि भाई आप देशद्रोही हैं। तो आपको लगता है कि किसी को पाकिस्तान टीम के लिए चेयर किया भी तो क्या हुआ? आप किसका साइड लेंगे कभी इंडिया पाकिस्तान मैच में? इंडिया का। और अगर कोई इंडिया का ना ले साइड, उनको पनिश किया जाना चाहिए? क्योंकि
टीम के बारे में तो कोई भी बोल सकता है, टीम अगर उसकी चॉइस है, वो तो चाहे पाकिस्तान वाला कितने होते हैं, पाकिस्तान के खिलाड़ी होते हैं, परंतु हमें इंडिया के खिलाड़ी पसंद, हमें इंडिया के खिलाड़ी हमें पसंद है, चाहे वो अच्छी खेले खराब खेले, हमें तो इंडिया के जरूर लड़ने पड़ेगा हमें।
तो पर लेकिन अगर जैसे ये कश्मीरी स्टूडेंट्स थे, उन्होंने पाकिस्तान को सपोर्ट किया और अब कई पार्टीज कहती हैं कि भाई ये एक तरह से देशद्रोही है।
नहीं, ये बात
ये गलत
है, क्योंकि स्टूडेंट अगर कहते कोई पढ़ने लिखने निकलते हैं तो अपनी चॉइस नहीं लेके निकलते, यार हमारे खिलाड़ी हमारे वो है।
पर आप हमेशा इंडिया टीम को ही वोट करो।
मैं तो मुझे हारे और जीते चाहे मरू, हमें तो इंडिया की टीम के लिए बोलेंगे।
So a lot of people here saying, look, it's about the game. It's about the game. It's not about politics. But the fact is that because it involves Kashmir, which is also an internal problem now for decades, because it involves Pakistan, sensitivities are very high. You remember Shah Rukh Khan? आप कश्मीरी स्टूडेंट्स की यहाँ बात कर रहे हैं। एक मिनट में सवाल तो पूछ लूं। मेरा सवाल ये है कि शाहरुख खान ने भी जब कहा कि पाकिस्तानी प्लेयर्स शुड बी अलाउड इनटू द IPL, तो उनको भी वो बहुत कंट्रोवर्सी हो गई। तो जो बाकी स्टूडेंट्स की सेंसिटिविटीज थी इस गेम को लेकर, जैसे कहा जाता है कि इंडिया पाकिस्तान क्रिकेट नहीं खेलते, एक तरह से इट्स अ बैटल ऑन द फील्ड, तो थोड़ा और सेंसिटिव होना चाहिए था क्या कश्मीरी स्टूडेंट्स को?
I don't think उनको sensitive होना चाहिए था. India is a democratic country, so we have so many rights, right to speech, right to expression. Okay. So why aren't we allowed to speak on?
So cheer whoever, it doesn't matter. What do you think?
If the people like Sunil Gavaskar can cheer in the studio and this studio, why would people cannot cheer for the
You're saying if Sunil Gavaskar can praise the game.
Yeah, he can chase, he can praise. Then why would people cannot cheer up?
It's our own wish. It's our own. We can cheer up anyone. It's like we should be very open and we should be very free.
But you know, ये भी कहा जाता है दूसरी point of view से कि इंडिया पाकिस्तान की wars हो चुकी है, कारगिल हुई थी, 26/11 हुआ था. That Pakistan is not Bangladesh, Pakistan is not Australia. तो पाकिस्तान जिंदाबाद जैसे allegation लगा कि वहाँ पाकिस्तान जिंदाबाद का स्लोगन था. That is sedition.
मैम सेडिशन लॉ जो था वो ब्रिटिश रूल के टाइम का था और जब हमारे कंट्री में डेमोक्रेसी आ चुका है तो आई थिंक वो लॉ चेंज भी हो जाना चाहिए. तो फिर उसको क्यों रखा हुआ है? आई थिंक जब डेमोक्रेसी आ चुका है.
अच्छा, अगर आप क्रिकेट मैच देख रहे होते वही वाला और आपके सामने आपके साथ ये लोग बैठे होते और उन्होंने कहा होता पाकिस्तान जिंदाबाद, आप क्या कहते?
वो उनकी चॉइस है, उनकी मर्जी है, राइट टू स्पीच है उनका.
आप कह रहे हैं राइट टू स्पीच है, व्हाट वुड यू से?
वेल डेफिनेटली राइट टू स्पीच. मैं एक एक्सपीरियंस शेयर करना चाहूंगा. बैक इन 2009 आई वाज इन चंडीगढ़ and there was this match, a very thriller match against Australia and Pakistan lost it big time with the last thriller and stuff. And the people around there, they start hitting our doors and they start breaking the windows and all that. But we went with the flow because it's just a sport and we should go with it.
But tell me, if it's just a game, why not sometimes cheer India also? ये भी बात होगी.
We do. I do.
You do?
I guess I do. I definitely do.
You know, जावेद अख्तर जैसे लोगों ने कहा कि गलत हुआ, जो कश्मीरी स्टूडेंट्स ने किया वो गलत किया. तो जावेद अख्तर ने ट्विटर पे ऐसा लिखा. तो आपकी भी नहीं, उनको इंडिया को ही चेयर करना चाहिए था. और ये एक बाकी जो मुसलमान हैं इंडिया के लिए उन पे एक प्रेशर बढ़ जाता है, लोग उनके बारे में भी फिर उनकी लॉयल्टी डाउट करेंगे.
That was just a hypocritical statement from Javed Akhtar. The person who says that पंछी नदियां पवन के जोके कोई सरहद ना इन्हें रोके. How can he come up with this thing that you have to support India? It's what our heart speaks.
So you're saying it was narrow-minded of Javed Akhtar.
Yeah,
what do you think?
मेरे ख्याल से पैट्रियटिज्म की तो डेफिनेशन ही बदल गई है कि आज के जमाने में वही करना पड़ेगा जो गवर्नमेंट बोलेगी. और ये एक तरह से बहुत ही गलत हो रहा है बिकॉज अगर मैं मुझे राहत फतेह अली खान के गाने पसंद है तो मुझे लता मंगेशकर को ही सुनना पड़ेगा. तो दैट्स इट.
तो आप कह रहे हैं कि राहत फतेह अली खान आपको पसंद है, कल को आपको बोल दे कि आप
Even people support Atif Aslam, then all of us we should be charged for sedition. People support Atif Aslam. There are a lot of fans of Atif Aslam in our country. Then all the people we charge for sedition on them.
Let's hear from the people here. What whole of Bollywood should be charged with this young man? Okay, what do you think?
जब पाकिस्तान और इंडिया का मैच होता है तो पाकिस्तान के नेशनल एंथम के लिए भी लोग खड़े होते हैं, उसको भी लोग अच्छे से सपोर्ट करते हैं. तो जब इंडिया पाकिस्तान का मैच है और अगर पाकिस्तान जीत रही है तो उनको सपोर्ट करने में प्रॉब्लम क्या है?
तो आप कह रहे हैं ये सेडिशन चार्जेस जो थे बिल्कुल ही you don't agree?
Most of the Kashmiris support the Pakistani team.
पर आप ये कह रहे हैं इसी से ही एक स्टीरियोटाइपिंग हो जाती है.
We are being provoked to do that.
You are being provoked.
Yes, ma'am.
आपने ये जो बोला, बाकी जो बहुत से नॉन कश्मीरी मुस्लिम्स हैं, जैसे मैं जावेद अख्तर की दोबारा बात करूंगी, वो कहेंगे ये एक स्टीरियोटाइप है, ये एक स्टीरियोटाइप है.
Shouldn't have been said like that at the first place.
Okay, let's get a last comment here. What do you think? Suppose you were watching a match and somebody was cheering Pakistan.
It's okay, it's totally fine because it's our wish whom we want to support actually. हमारी मर्जी होनी चाहिए, हम ऑस्ट्रेलिया को सपोर्ट करें, इंडिया को करें या पाकिस्तान को.
Right to speech.
Right to speech. So the very overwhelming verdict from the younger people here, whether they're Kashmiri or not Kashmiri, by the way, that's important, is that right to speech is fundamental, and that whatever be the political problems within the Kashmir Valley, supporting a cricketing team is like supporting a game. Comparisons being drawn by the love that many Indians have for Pakistani musicians like Rahat Fateh Ali Khan. Certainly here at this dhaba, the mood may be different somewhere else. The mood at this chai stop is the sedition charges, and in fact any punishment these young people believe is totally inappropriate.